Welcome to TOA's Dr. Sound Academy, November 19th, 2024. Today's topic will be the TOA advantage. Quick overview for today. Some things we'll be going over will be assisting the user, teaching TOA, our TTP services, our after-sales services, and some installation examples. Alright, so with local Canadian teams located across the country, TOA prides itself on providing local services across Canada. Both our knowledgeable sales team and Canadian tech support standing by to assist clients. Teaching all things TOA through our webinars and other educational materials. Providing insight through TTP services, turning your projects into reality. Alright. We also aim to provide as much informative peripheral materials as possible. Utilizing the design assets developed by TOA, clients can test out our products without even needing to step foot on site. Rivet assists are developed by our HQ to enable users to visualize sound pressure guides, enhancing both 2D plans and immersive 3D designs, as shown in the video. We're continuously striving to develop more assets to assist our users. 3D renders of our IP-A1 series are among some of our newest assets. You can inspect the series in detail without leaving your office. In addition to those digital assets, TOA also provides a trove of information through our download center and data library. So for those who prefer a more hands-on or personable experience, we regularly host informative webinars throughout the year covering a wide range of topics, including tips and tricks, sneak peeks at new releases, how to become an expert at some of our most popular series, and more. We make it easier for you from start to finish. With free project designs and recommended BOM, our team of designers removes the burden of designing the initial project plan. TTP services include delivering documentation of the acoustical performance of all the complete sound system, the recommended equipment, the wireframes / layouts, all in a neat, tidy design proposal. Here's a quick breakdown of our TTPs. Our TTPs both begin and finish quite broadly, displaying our experience as audio solution providers, as well as reiterating our devotion to fulfilling the requirements and desires of the user of their project. Each project is different and as such can differ the process greatly from start to finish. Our project's beginning can differ vastly from a ground-up design to a simple BOM. In the case of the latter, the desired materials and layout are already noted by the client, meaning we assist by ensuring clients have the right amount of all products specified based on the design. We provide recommendations, designs, and visualizations of how sound will be carried through the space based on said, as well as a BOM on the specified components in the design. Our tech team works diligently, providing clients with extensive and comprehensive documents of how the recommended systems will provide efficient coverage and high quality sound. TDPs like this will include a speaker heat map, a visualization of sound being carried through the space based on the dimensions. TDPs will also show the heat map at the speaker at certain tap settings. For example, if the speaker is shown tapped at 15 watts, then the heat map is showing 15 watts at 100% of its volume. The heat maps serve as an approximation of experience. Since the details can't always be exact at this stage, even still, we strive to provide the most information possible to clients at every stage. These meticulously drafted TDPs also provide complete breakdowns of all components utilized, in-depth specifications and notes on the capabilities of the products as well as how they will deliver sound for your project. Another aspect to our TDPs are our risers, which while normally are asked with the TDPs, we'd like to highlight that we can be requested when a client has a BOM of their own. So if you have that BOM and you would like the riser for that BOM that you created, that's something we can do. This riser serves as a visual overview of how the system will be set up. As such, we recommend that the manual is still the primary resource for setup, and the installers do not solely rely on the riser during installation or setup. All in all, these detailed wireframes are provided to aid understanding and the installation process overall. The team labels and depicts TOA products along with connection points in a large system that can be referred to throughout the project. After sales support services. We aim to support our clients long after each sales, whether it's through our web-based support, via email or online chat, fillable forms for designs and repairs, or by contacting our Canadian support team directly via phone. TOA systems can be found in prominent locations across Canada as well as worldwide. Installations in Canada. The French River Council Chamber. The French River is a municipality in the Canadian province of Ontario. The township required an upgrade to their outdated wired conference system. Searching for an upgrade that is both easy to use and wireless. Council members found their solution in the TS conference system. TOA team members assisted in in refining systems to fit the exact needs of the space, which was then met with both praise and overwhelming positive feedback once the council began using the system. Another installation example is the University of Northern British Columbia. The Northern Sports Center boasts of 145,000 square foot high performance sports facility. With that being the focus of this project, goals included creating an entire sound system that offered the ability to distribute BGM paging, zone paging, and emergency paging across the entire facility. That is clear with excellent sound quality. Each area was designed to meet the needs and variables of each room. The basketball and soccer area has TOA D901 mixing the input signals and managing of the speakers. The user can adjust the volume and other presets using TOA's D911. The mechanical user interface for controlling the D901. IP series amplifiers drive the HX5 variable angle speakers and the FB120 subwoofers. These areas also have TOA's UHF wireless microphone system. Around the track and squash courts, you will find TOA CS64. Throughout the lobby, washroom, and change rooms are TOA's popular F122 ceiling speakers. The dance studio boasts TOA HX5 variable angle speakers and the FB120 speakers, as well as TOA's UHF wireless microphone system for the acrobatics instructors to communicate to the class. These systems are driven by the DA series multi-channel amplifiers and 9000 mixer. The weight room and the current room features TOA's A9120S digital mixer/amplifier, plus TOA's F-series ceiling speakers. En route across Ontario. When the Ontario government invested in infrastructure and created the state-of-the-art service centers to serve motorists across the province, TOA was specified for all locations with designs tailored fit each location. A variable of speakers and mixers/amplifiers were utilized to provide optimized sound coverage for each facility, including our pendant/projection series and wide dispersion ceiling speakers, all of which powered via our 9000 M2 amplifier. Working closely with integrators to ensure the utmost quality of sound in these specs. The resulting sound experience in each of the zones was noted as created a good atmosphere for visitors. Please take this time to ask any questions that may have arisen over the course of the webinar.
All right, jumping back in, a bit of a shorter one today. I do apologize again for any of the technical difficulties we're facing throughout. But yeah, I just wanted to take a moment. If there was any questions about what we've gone over so far, if you'd like to circle back to something, really highlight, or if there are any general questions that you all have for the team here at TOA, you know, what we can provide, how we can help you, or how we can make just elevate your sound system in general, whether that's through our IP series or even some of our other more analog systems, now would be the time. And from there, we will then continue on to our draw as we typically have with each one of these. So we'll take a pause for a couple moments, let the questions come in. And if we've done a great job and explained everything, we will move over to the draw.
Hello. I was just kind of wondering if you could maybe just run kind of through the process, like say that a designer or an engineer comes to you and says, okay, I kind of have this client, they want this sort of system, this capabilities, and the system that can function in this certain way, and kind of how you would work with the designer and kind of what your process is, say on like um, just like kind of a typical project, um, not of any particular size, just the kind of that general process and back and forth, I guess, with the designer in that during that design stage of that particular project.
All right, so in the terms particularly for creating that, it would now be, so when starting off, we kind of want to figure out how you want the system to work, right? So we want to get like a need analysis. What are your intentions at first? Like for example, is it maybe just for background music? And if it's for background music, what areas do you want to hit? And then sometimes you might want to go into paging, and then paging, how do we want to page? You kind of figure out how we want to use the system. And then once we figure out how we want to use that system, that really lets us know exactly which products would work best. For instance, if you think they're going to be wanting to make a page through their VoIP phones, then typically we're going to think a IPA1, we want to do voice over IP in that case. Sometimes it might be something more that needs to be connected to a fire system now. So now we're thinking the BM2000, for instance. So once we really figure out how you intend to use that, is how we decide, okay, we're going to use this product and build off of that, essentially. That help answer your question?
Yeah, that did. And I guess kind of during the design, I guess it's kind of always open to kind of a communication or consultation, right, between kind of the designer on your end and then say the engineer on the other end, and of course having that kind of back and forth. And I guess the other thing I kind of wanted to know was, do you have like a needs analysis template or something that would be available, like starting points for questions
Yeah,
to
so
ask
like the closest
an
thing to a
owner or
needs
something?
analysis template we'd have would be the project design form on our website.
Oh, okay.
So when you're submitting a project, that whole form, it asks you what you intend to use it for, what features you might need, and then there's another section where you could add in specific more details to it. So by answering
Okay.
that sheet, that gives us lets us know the kind of needs that you kind of need for that project in particular.
Okay, great. Yeah, no, that's that's perfect. Yeah, I'll look for that on your website. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, so that design request can be found under our contact us dropdown on our website. You can find that along with, I believe, our voice evacuation. We have a slightly different one because those systems are so intensive. But for general purpose, BGM paging, the more broad use design request form, yeah, under contact us on TOA.com, and that should cover your basis for us understanding the broad strokes of what we're looking at for this potential project or this new design. All right, so I'll give it a last maybe 30 seconds if anyone's just writing out a lovely essay for us. Otherwise, we can get to this draw. I'm sure everyone is just antsy with anticipation, seeing if they're walking away with a pair of two white F1000 speakers today. Getting in the Christmas mood, getting some white speakers so they hide in the snow.
Pretty festive.
Yeah. I think out west they've already got snow. We haven't been hit here yet. So.
Yeah, Alberta got it hard.
Damn. So get a bit of a drum roll going. And today we have Norm, I'm butcher his last name, Norm Cloutier. To everyone else, there was always next time. But otherwise, like I said, short and sweet one today. I want to thank everyone for coming out. I do apologize for anyone who faced technical difficulties on this one. We will be posting it to our YouTube shortly after this concludes. But again, hope you all walked away with something today, and thank you everyone for joining.
Dr. Sound.